Hello! It's here at last, the Summer of Reading with Neath Port Talbot Libraries. Yes, the Summer of Reading is officially here, and I am so excited because 1, I love reading, and 2, I know that lots of you are going to discover a new book or a new author this summer that's going to be your favourite for years to come. And lots of you will be reading all of those books on your shelf that you've waited all year until the holidays to read. And many of you will be going to the library this summer and reading the amazing books we have waiting for you. There's lots to come in this video, including a very special song from Lionel the Lion and Mike Church. But before then, let's go to Neath Library, where Councillor Peter Rees has a very special message for us about the Summer of Reading and the Summer Reading Challenge.
I'm Councillor Peter Rees and I'm the Cabinet Member for Education, Leisure and Culture in Neath Port Talbot County Borough Council. I'm here at Neath Library to talk to you about this year's Summer Reading Challenge. The Summer Reading Challenge is a UK-wide programme that encourages children to read 6 books over the summer. The theme of this year's challenge is Wild World. There will be a range of activities throughout the summer linked to this theme provided by Neath Port Talbot's libraries. Each child that takes part in the challenge will receive activity packs to make the experience of reading even more enjoyable. Each pack includes books and activities that children can engage with. I urge you to visit your local library today to take part in a Summer of Reading with Neath Port Talbot Libraries. I brought with me my little friend for him to appeal to the little children to encourage them to read through the summer. Isn't that right? You want the children to know that Neath Port Talbot Libraries are encouraging each child to be a reader this summer. Perhaps they will discover their favourite book or their favourite author. You a favourite author? Enid Blyton. Oh, you like Enid Blyton. Oh, that's good. Now, children, come along to the library and become a reader, just like Elvis the Elf. I remember as a child the enjoyment I received when I had my books out and I could read my favourite stories, amongst whom were Oliver Twist, Moby Dick. I also enjoyed adventure stories. I read comics. I read other articles, but I really enjoyed the enthusiasm that I felt when the adventures in these books came to life. Be a reader this summer. Discover the world of books. Go to the library and take part in the activities over the holidays with the activity packs.
Thank you so much, Councillor Rees and Elvis the Elf. And what a great message that is. Be a reader. I love that. I hope that lots of you are readers already. And if not, don't worry. It's never too late to start. Do you want to know the best place to become a reader? The library. Now, years ago, before mobile phones, before iPads, before PlayStations, I used to go to the library, Sandfields Library, and it was there I first became a reader, and it's one of the best things I have ever done. I loved all the sports books, the atlases, and books with lots of pictures before starting to read other books. So libraries are ace. Now, over the summer holidays, our libraries will have lots of things for you to do. There's the Summer Reading Challenge, the activity packs, and of course, all of those fantastic books. And there's more online too, with arts and craft activities, a Lego club, the book quiz, summer story times, writing workshops, and probably lots more. This year, I'm especially excited about summer story times because the amazingly brilliant Tamar Williams is going to be sharing 2 Welsh language stories with us, and I can't wait. Now, Tamar has recorded a short message for us.
Helo, enw fi yw Tamar a dwi wrth fy modd I fod yn rhan o'r raglen Darllen yr Haf, Llyfrgelloedd Castell Nedd a Fort Talbot flwyddyn hon. Dwi methu aros I rannu rhai o fy straeon gyda chi dros yr haf a dwi'n gobeithio byddwch chi'n mwynhau creu, clywed straeon, darllen straeon a rannu straeon eich hun yr haf ma.
Diolch yn fawr Tamar, mae straeon yn mynd I fod yn wych. So, we've already heard a little bit about the Summer Reading Challenge. Now it's time to find out more. And to do this, we need to go to Pontardawe Library, where Claire, the librarian there, is going to tell you all you need to know about the Summer Reading Challenge this year.
Hello everyone and welcome to Pontardawe Library. We're getting ready for a summer of reading and now I want to tell you all about this year's Summer Reading Challenge. I'm very excited to announce that the theme this year is Wild World Heroes and we're teaming up with the World Wildlife Fund to help protect our environment and save the planet. Get ready to join in the fun at your local library. What is the Summer Reading Challenge? Well, every year libraries across Neath Talbot take part in this national scheme and the aim of the challenge is to read 6 books during the summer holidays and we have plenty of goodies to help you along the way. It's free to sign up. Just let us know your library card number and we can get you started. If you're not a member of the library, then don't worry. It's free to join and can be done easily in the library or on our website. Some of you may think, I'll never read 6 books during the summer holidays. Well, don't worry, we're here to help you and there are plenty of ways to take part in the challenge. Going away? Why not take some books with you? Not sure what to read? Try one of our many comic style books. Maybe you could listen to a book instead. There are loads to choose from. We can help you find something you would enjoy to read. For example, looking after a pet, telling funny jokes, and the best bit is, if you don't like the book, you can just return it and choose another. So if you would like to be a Wild World hero this summer, go to your local library and be a reader. We can't wait to see you.
Isn't the Summer Reading Challenge a brilliant idea? And what a great way to read more books. It's now time for me to tell you a story. And to do this, I need to travel deeper into these wild woods, to the land of the fairy, the land of the Tylwyth Teg. The valleys of Neath Talbot are magical places to visit. The hills, the rivers, the waterfalls all combine to make them special, and if you get time to explore this summer, discover our valley communities. The story I'm about to tell you took place in the Neath Valley many years ago. It's a story about a young man named Jack and the fairy folk, or, as we'd call them in Wales, the Tylwyth Teg. Jack was a fiddler, which meant that he played the violin, and he played it very well too. He was often in demand to play at weddings, church halls, village fetes, and many more events in the towns and villages of South Wales. He was that good, but there was one thing that did let him down. He liked bragging about how good he was, about how much money he had, about how he was the best. So even though the people enjoyed Jack's music, they were quite happy when he left. And it was on his way home one evening, just before sunset, after a show at a village carnival, that Jack decided to take a rest. It had been a long day after all, and the walk home took him over the hill. He sat down on a large boulder beside the footpath, put his violin on the ground, and took a sip of water from his flask. It was at that moment that he heard the sound of laughter, of music, of merriment. Surely they can't still be at it at the carnival, he thought. But then he realized this sound he could hear was much closer than that. It can't be, he said. Jack sat puzzled for a moment. He got up from the boulder and began to inspect it. It felt as hard as rock, but there was something about it that Jack was sure that the music and laughter was coming from inside the boulder. He put his ear to it, and sure enough he could hear the sounds more clearly. Jack couldn't believe what he was hearing. He inspected the boulder again, and this time he noticed 5 small dents on top of the boulder. He thought for a second, then said to himself, "I wonder," as he looked at the fingertips on his hand. Without hesitating, he reached out and placed his fingers into the 5 dents. He pushed down and, as if some miracle was happening, the top of the boulder began to disappear right in front of him, revealing an opening. And looking down, Jack could see a ladder. There were lights, and he could hear the music fairly clearly. His curiosity took over, and he dashed down the ladder, remembering to take his violin too. After all, he had heard music. At the bottom of the ladder, which seemed to go on forever, Jack found himself in front of a door. He opened the door and instantly was amazed. Fairies, the Tylwyth Teg. Jack had heard of these beings, but had never really believed until now. There were hundreds of them, dancing, singing, playing music. Then Jack heard his name being called. "Jack, you're here, welcome. I hope you have your fiddle with you." It was a fairy with a long wispy beard, and as tall as Jack's arm was long. Jack didn't know what to say, speechless for maybe the first time in his life. The bearded fairy spoke again. "Come and join us, come and play for us. We have heard all about you." With that, Jack was whisked off to join the party, and he did the one thing he knew what to do. He played the fiddle, and he played and he played and he played all night long. And the fairies danced and danced and danced, never seeming to tire at all. It was such a marvellous thing to be part of. When the time came that Jack felt as though he couldn't play anymore, one of the fairy, a different one this time, with a long wispy moustache, took hold of Jack and said, "It's time to eat." Jack was sat down and fed every food you could ever think of, and probably the foods you've never heard of too. Before long, after all the food was gone, Jack was full to bursting and was stuck fast in the chair. Tired, he drifted off to sleep. It was the sound of birdsong that woke Jack. Looking around, he could see that he was back on the hillside, next to the boulder and with his violin at his side, resting on top of a velvet bag. The memories of last night and his trip to the fairy world came flooding back. He couldn't wait to tell everyone what he had done. Jack picked up his violin and the velvet bag. The bag was heavy. There was something inside, something hard, shiny, and golden. Coins, gold coins! Jack danced around cheering. He was rich! He emptied the gold coins onto the ground. There must have been about 20 there. There was also a note that came out of the bag. It read, "Fairy gold is for the fairy realm only. To tell others of your visit is forbidden." Jack tossed the note to the ground. He was rich, and he couldn't wait to tell everyone how rich he was. He wasted no time dashing back to his home village in the Neath Valley, clutching the velvet bag in his hand. He didn't go home. He went straight to the nearest tavern, where he burst through the doors proclaiming, "I have been to the land of the fairies, and they have given me 20 golden coins. I am now the richest man in this valley, and I need something to eat. Your finest food, please." The other people in the tavern looked at Jack, bemused. They were used to him bragging. But what was this story of fairies and gold coins? Jack was served the finest food and drink and gobbled it all up without pausing for breath. "Ah," he said, "nothing like a full belly to start the day. With all the money I now have, I can eat the finest food morning, noon and night. It's wonderful being rich." "That will be a shilling, Jack," the tavern owner said. "I don't suppose you have change of a gold coin?" Jack chuckled. "Fancy asking a man for a shilling when they have more money than anyone else." "It's still a shilling for the food and drink." "That will be no problem." Jack lifted the velvet bag and emptied the contents onto the table and smiled. "What's so funny, Jack?" An older man at another table said, "There's nothing there but broken shells." "What?" Jack stared at the contents of the bag. "But there were gold coins in there. I had them in my hand. Which one of you has had them?" "We haven't had anything," the tavern owner said. "And that will still be a shilling for the meal." But... Meanwhile, on the hill overlooking the village, where a large boulder sat beside a footpath, a small figure with a wispy beard, no taller than my arm is long, picked up the note that Jack had tossed aside, and he vanished into thin air. Some of you will know that I have visited lots of schools in the past, telling stories, and lately I have been beaming into loads of schools through the magic of the internet. Recently, I was able to catch up with some children from Ynys Fach Primary School and ask them what they thought about reading and about libraries. And this is what they said.
Here at our school, we want all of our children to develop a love of reading and to become readers for life. Reading, and especially reading for pleasure, is one of the most important things children can discover and will help them so much as they go through school. And it's great fun too. To be able to escape into a book, into a story, and use your imagination is a wonderful thing. And that is why we at Ynys Fach are fully behind Neath Port Talbot Library's Summer of Reading this year. So go to your library, discover your next favourite book, a new favourite author, and be a reader, much like some of our children you're about to hear from now.
Why do you like reading? I like reading because when I read a fiction book, I actually feel like I'm in the book. I especially like adventurous books. Why read over the holiday? You could read over the holiday because you might be bored and have nothing to do, but you can read a book instead. Why a library is a good thing? It is a nice and quiet place to read. There is also a good range of books, and you can borrow a book for a while as long as you give it back.
Why do you like reading? I like reading because it helps me to calm down and relax. Non-fictional books help me learn new things. My favourite books are especially David Walliams and ones that you can learn facts in them. Why read over the holidays? You could read in the holidays when you have some spare time and you are bored with nothing to do, because you could actually develop your reading skills. Why a library is a good thing? There are free books that you can borrow for a short while, and it's a good place to read.
I like to read non-fiction books because they're really funny to me, and it's you can finish the sentences and you can draw pictures in the books. I feel like when you read books in the holidays, when you go back to school, you will go through them faster and you will be a very good reader. In my opinion, I feel like libraries are good because you can read in a quiet place and you can go up to 13 books.
I like reading books because fiction allows me to go to another place, but non-fiction allows me to learn lots of other facts. Books are fun and I enjoy reading them, and I can also develop lots of other skills that I can't learn anywhere else. Why are libraries a good thing? There are free books there and you can borrow books and not bring them back for like 2 weeks without getting in trouble or having to pay for them. And it's also a very quiet place so you can read without getting disturbed by anyone or any other family members.
I like reading because it helps me fall asleep and it is a relaxing thing to do. Also, non-fiction books give me new information and knowledge. It is nice to sit and relax with a book and it can develop better reading skills. Why are libraries a good thing? If you go to a library, the books in it are free, and in shops you would have to buy them. Also, the people who work there are knowledgeable and you can learn a lot of things from the books. It is a quiet place to read and has a good range of books.
Oh, that was great, guys, and I know how much you love reading and go into the library. And I also know that our wonderful team of librarians can't wait to see lots of children in the library this summer, to help you with the reading challenge, help you discover new books and give out loads of activity packs. Now, to get an activity pack, you can call into a library or book one to collect. You can also get them from the community libraries in Blaen Gwynfi, Britton Ferry, Gwaun Girwyn, Resolven and Tai Bach. There's a whole bunch of goodies in the bags for you to enjoy. Now it's time for Lockdown's singing sensation, Lionel the Lion and Mike Church. And they are performing a song with a very special message. Enjoy.
Hello, Neath Port Talbot Libraries. You going to say hello? Hello. You're in for a treat, so I'm told. Are they in for a treat? I don't know. Well, you better know. You've decided to. You told me to put this shirt on. Is this shirt... Do I look silly in this shirt? No. Haha. I saw that. Anyway, I've put this shirt on and you said you're going to do a little treat. You've made a song, haven't you? Yeah. Is it a famous song, you told me? Yeah. It's got to be about reading, you know that, haven't you? Yeah. And it is? Yeah. Okay. Right, well, let's get on with it then. I hope this works, okay? Here's the song that Lionel's going to... So you sing a line and I sing a line, is it? Yeah, take turns. Okay, we take turns. Here we go. Are you sure about this? No. Goes on a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. Just dance. Dance? Yeah. Is it going to start? Yeah. Here we go. Okay. On the day we arrived on the planet and blinking stepped into the sun. There's more to read than can ever be read, more to do than can ever be done. There's far too much to take in here, more libraries than can ever be found, with their shelves rolling high. You must read till you die. Fact and fiction, it'll improve your diction. Be a reader. Be a reader for life. It moves us all. Through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on the path unwinding Be a reader. Be a reader for life. Yeah. Be a reader for life. I like it. Dance. That'll do. Be a reader for life. Well, that is a good message, Lionel. I like it. Okay. Well done. You did well with those. Did you make up those words yourself? Yeah. Brilliant. I like that as well. Improve your diction. That's important for you, isn't it? Yeah. Because he struggles with some of the sounds. I think it's P's and B's and C. I don't know. Anyway, Neath Port Talbot Libraries, all the best with the Summer Reading Challenge. Keep reading. It's important, isn't it? Yeah. You going to say goodbye? Bye.
Be a reader this summer. Thank you, Mike, and thank you, Lionel. That was fab. Now, as you can see, I've been to the library and got myself loads of books because I'm going to be a reader and do the challenge as well. I'm going to find a book that's going to be my new favourite. Loads of great things happen when you become a reader, and loads of great things happen when you get lost in a book. I'm off to do some reading now. I hope you will too, just like these guys.